One. And we are recording with, with my homie Jew Bob. For anyone that doesn't know, I don't know, Jew Bob, I think I just kind of noticed you in like the video game chat, like what, a couple months ago or something, and Jew Bob's just become one of like the nightly regulars into the video game chat I do. And for everyone that doesn't know, yet I realized this is on the off chance one of the more serious guests sees this and they go and look at the front page right now and it just says the Jews guard the ice wall. um well, one, we aren't sure of whether or not they do, so just
Right.
in terms of just being very fair, we mean they could guard the ice wall, we don't know,
They
but
might be.
they might be there. So I mean, it's not that it's not true, but for anyone listening, is my podcast, to this may surprise some people, does attract some I would say of the more schizophrenic variety
Yeah, yeah.
of listeners. um and so we've kind of had fun with that in the video game chat of calling it the flat earth, the ice wall, and so finally we've used the escalate to de-escalate, which
Right.
for future listeners, yesterday, the Wagner mercenary group escalated and de-escalated with Putin. So
I was just like,
that was gay. We'll get into that in a second.
uh,
And so, but we've adapted that during the video game chat. So now when people come in and they're like, the Earth's flat, we don't argue with them. We just
no.
say, how come you won't? How come you're too scared to say the truth that the Jews are behind it? And they
Yeah.
all kind of, so we're
And why are
fighting
they
fire
guarding?
with
Yeah,
fire. Exactly. And because Drew is he is our in-house Jew,
yeah, yeah.
technically it's okay for me to put up a thumbnail of with Hitler and a
Yeah.
lizard and say that the
And
Jews
say,
guard the ice wall, right?
yeah, yeah. No, and honestly, it makes perfect sense if you really think about it.
Yeah, and or if you don't think about it, yeah.
Well, it helps if you don't think about it.
Which is a very big, again, another big theme of this show. But to me, it's the whole. But before we get into that, because like I can't not address what happened yesterday. Um,
Okay.
so like, is that not kind of disappointing that Wagner like was rolling up on Putin? It was like the most
No,
alpha shit ever.
it was so fucking exciting. I was watching all the fucking live, everything going on, and then like I took a nap and came back and everything was fucking good again. We're like, oh yeah,
No,
he's going to Belarus. All right, whatever.
no, but how I mean, how gay is it though? Like this guy like did the most alpha shit imaginable.
Uh-huh.
Like
Like full
he
on coup. I've got
full
all the mercenaries. I'm
full on
we're
coup, fucking Putin fled Moscow. Like you're staring down love him or hate him, Putin ain't a pussy. You stare down that motherfucker. You rolling into Moscow. Moscow's putting up they're putting up barriers. They put
Mhm.
they put dump trucks on the highway, and Wagner just drove tanks through the dump trucks.
Right. Like
Like with this is going down as like the biggest like example of just like alpha fucking pecking order shit we've ever seen. And who Prigozhin, the head of Wagner, is coming out saying like me and my men are ready to die, and it's like, oh dude, here we fucking go. And then they
right.
just get there and say we're turning around.
Hmm. Well, you got to think, does Wagner Group know how to maintain their nuclear arsenal?
Probably not. Probably
Does the
not.
is the CIA and MI6 coming in to keep all of that shit from going nuclear on themselves?
I mean, there's no way CIA wasn't involved with that,
Well,
right?
duh. We just got an extra 6.2 billion.
Yeah, I mean that.
So,
I mean, how obvious is that fucking rounding error now?
I
Like,
don't know.
but that's the
Fucking
thing is like Prigozhin, and I only found out this guy's name yesterday. So again,
mm,
Drew Bob and I aren't exactly military generals, as as hard as that is for some people to believe.
we're
But
Twitter professionals.
is it? But does it not does it not stand to reason that he's dead now? You're fucking dead. You just
Yeah,
You just went into Putin's fucking. Putin comes out with a
Yeah.
video and says there's only one thing unforgivable in this world: betrayal.
Mm.
You're dead now.
Well, no, Putin dropped his charges. Come on, man. He's
It,
just gonna be just fine.
Putin's gonna kill that motherfucker. But there's all sorts of fuckery in that because at no point they weren't like bombed.
Right.
There was
They
no
were
right.
just crawling their way in. Like,
Whatever it was, it wasn't whatever we think it is because
oh, right.
you don't just roll in on them and not be bombed to smithereens, right?
Mhm.
You don't.
Well, Luongo had a
Yeah,
nice point. He was like, well, they either did this to flush out all of those
traitors.
actually traitors against, the fatherland, or, they got paid a whole bunch of money from certain agencies and then they did both. It doesn't fucking matter. Like,
It just something about it just so, and not even in like my knee jerk. Now this is hard to argue because the
mm,
thumbnail of this podcast is Hitler with a lizard in
yeah,
Antarctica, but it's something doesn't add up, man. See, you rode in on Moscow, you weren't bombed, okay?
yeah. Mm. Oh,
Nothing
they did.
happened,
One of the convoys got hit. I saw it.
okay? But Wagner shot down a Russian attack helicopter with
I
a
saw
surface
that
to
one.
air missile. All right.
Yeah, right.
So Wagner either took 6.2 billion from the CIA and I guess went into Moscow and you routed out all the traitors because there had to have been someone within the FSB or the KGB or the Ministry of Defense that was enabling this, right?
Yeah,
So is this some high level cat mouse?
yeah. Let's hope. It'd make a great movie.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. They might come out and be like, we took like the CIA's 6.2 billion and now we're just really gonna look retarded.
Well, what if they were like, "Hey, Putin, we got this 6.2 billion.
Yeah.
How about we give you like 5 billion
Yeah.
and you don't kill us and we go fucking jack off in Belarus for a little
Yeah.
while."
Yeah.
Like, there could have been so many backdoor deals and everything. It's like, and now we know who really fucking hates you, and you can go kill them. So,
Now is Wagner gonna sell out their own mercenaries, or do you think it's like they're more so taking out the people within the Ministry of Defense that enable because the Wagner mercenaries, they're just listening to
mhm.
their leader,
Right, right,
Prigozhin.
right. I would say that most likely the Russians used it as be like, all right, who responded to this? What troops were moving outside of orders? And then they can really see maybe
I
what's
don't
the
know,
what's
but I like 50,000 people from Wagner responded.
50,000?
Or like 25,000. Like there was rumors
I,
that they were leaving posts in like Africa.
oh gosh.
Like this is some like fucking like Lord of the Rings, like blowing the trumpet, like everyone returning up, like everyone
Yeah,
returning home.
the watchtowers have been lit.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
right.
No, man, and it's yeah, but then it didn't roll out. Like nothing panned out. I was I was so amped up because I
Psyops on top of psyops.
it really is though.
But right,
Like
like what it ultimately we're while watching a movie to begin with. Like the Matrix is broken. We're just running through the hologram.
you think that's what it is at a certain point?
Eh, pretty much.
Has it
It's like
jumped?
how
Has it jumped the
we've
rails?
like you notice how bad movies have gotten.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're just like all the good writers are working on fucking actual
On the
reality.
CIA.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm kind of that like frame of mind where I think that's probably like the brain drain is like how come no one's at Netflix? It's like dude, they're all at the DIA.
Right, right. They're all just scripting your reality for you. Don't worry.
So do you think we're just watching the equivalent of like Chat GPT? Like that's why the psyops don't even make sense because they're so clearly
Right.
outsourced.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not
Um,
even, yeah, it ain't high level MK Ultra fucking shit. It's just this weird Wagner went to Moscow and then didn't. I mean, like, I'm,
well, I mean, Tommy, you and me, we we've been watching this shit forever.
yeah,
We took the red pill after 9/11,
yeah,
or at least a couple years after that.
yeah.
So it was like we're so entrained to it, and then we just went through 2.5 years of COVID BS.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, okay, so we're done with all of that. Start the war. Oh yeah, we by the way, we pulled out of Afghanistan,
Yeah,
so we need to protect our money laundering centers.
yeah.
So I don't know, man. It's the playbook, you know it.
Yeah, but even now, it almost starts to feel like we're hitting some, like we are in a hyper normalization. Because like it's now like the meme now is like it's Pepe saying like I don't particularly like this psyop.
Hmm.
But now the meme is that we all know it's a psyop.
Right, but
But
they
still no one
know that
does
we
anything.
know.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
Solzhenitsyn. They know that we know that they know that we know, and none of us are
And
doing anything.
I don't know, man. I think it's always been like I was like that prior to giving a shit.
Yeah,
Like I just wanted to live my life and fucking try to get laid and
yeah,
whatever. It was you were living your life. You're like, oh no, what am I gonna do for a job? What am I gonna live? Or it's normal everyday life shit.
yeah.
When you talk about big fucking big dick chessboard kind of shit, dude, yeah, it sucks there's a war in Ukraine. There sucks that people are dying.
Yeah,
People are dying everywhere.
yeah,
But the majority of people are living in peace, just trying to get along.
yeah,
So how, it's the starving children in Africa. I can donate 5 cents a day.
yeah.
People don't give a fuck.
No,
It,
no. It is like
and even how much like they're entrained to it and how much they understand and everything, like, yeah, that's probably complete lie, and everything the president's saying is bullshit. But
I don't know, but I don't think it's going anywhere. It's go for a long time. I thought I was just simply like really over the past 5 years or so. I just imagined I was like, oh, this is what happens when you get older. Like I'm 32 now, and I just imagined
mm,
like, oh, you just kind of the facade starts to fall off of things, and you go, oh, this is probably like how my dad's always looked at it, but he just pats you on the head and just goes to work and just make sure you go to a good school. But I can't help but think that this is kind of a different animal. Like it's accelerating so fast. Like no one believes anything. Like I know it's like a tired meme, especially on this podcast, but like everyone's so aware Patriot Front is just that is the feds.
no,
But
they're
it's
hilarious.
not even feds in that it's like I've interviewed feds who like actually infiltrated like the KKK back in the day or biker gangs,
Hmm.
right? And there was still this game of like spy versus spy. Like you didn't know who was a Fed and who was turned, and is it a double agent Fed? But now it's just straight up like windbreakers, mask like matching Under Armour masks, and they're just sick hiling outside of like Barnes and Noble, and
Oh
everyone's
yeah,
commenting they're Feds, and then but that's it.
yeah, and they even get escorted out by feds.
And yeah, have you seen that video where
Like,
like they walk down into the subway
yeah,
and the
yeah,
cops don't let anyone else follow them?
that's exactly it. They're like, oh no, I'm. What the fuck is that?
Which so then starts to make me think that are we all being cat and moused? Is this the fact that nothing makes sense, that everything is getting cloudier and cloudier? Is this the muddying of the waters? Is this the
Tommy, Tommy, what are you talking about? It all makes perfect
it
sense.
does make perfect sense.
Like,
I need to stop questioning.
you're questioning yourself too much. We know exactly what's going
Everyone knows exactly. Listen,
on. We
money's real. Listen, don't fall into the money printer is going exactly how it needs to go. But like but here's my point is like right, it's like a fighter jet pulling up in a dogfight, and
Mhm.
it's shooting out flares, it's pulling turns, it's just it's saying
Hmm.
like I'm getting the fuck out. It's the octopus shooting the ink and kicking up the dirt and going, I'm out of here.
Right.
Doesn't it almost feel like, whereas it used to feel like there was a psyop particularly to like an operation, like don't look into that Tower 7 fell at free fall speed. And it's like, okay, they're covering up 9/11. We all kind of know, and they know we know, and
Hmm.
we know they know, but it's but now it's just like Patriot Front, or it's Wagner riding on Moscow, or it's like, and they're all happening at the same time right now, or it's like
Right. Right.
Dylan Mulvaney, or it's Elon Musk saying he's going to fight Mark Zuckerberg in the octagon, all the while the
Or the
Pentagon,
submarine.
or the submarine, or all the while the Pentagon saying we have recovered materials. Doesn't it
Hmm.
feel like there's
Yeah.
some like alpha apex predator that's just muddying the, because it's, is it AI? What is it? Is it the deep state? Have they finally crossed the last T and dotted the last I, and now they're leaving the planet? And it's just, so they're just dumping every psyop. They're opening up the switchboard, and they're just saying fire, 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 fire.
They're
Like,
literally mag dumping on us.
perfect. It's perfect. It's, they've done it all. It's the match is over. Fucking flip it to full auto,
Hmm.
fire everything. The match is over. Have they just won?
No,
Okay.
they've completely fucking lost, and all of their fucking plans don't go as they fucking plan.
Oh, so they're mag
And
dumping because are they rage quitting?
they're rage quitting.
Oh,
They're throwing all their grenades. They're dumping
oh,
all
I
their
like. Okay,
fucking
I like
50
this.
cals. It, it's the whole, the psyop of the Project Bluebeam. I
Yeah,
don't even think that was a real thing that they were even fucking planning. It was just some guy on his deathbed saying this is what they're going to do,
yeah,
and there's no other record of it whatsoever.
yeah. To be
There was
fair,
like
though,
some.
that some guy was Werner von Braun.
I mean, yeah, but still, come on, he was
of
a
all of
Nazi.
all
But
some
he was a
guys.
Nazi. But he
Uh,
was a Nazi.
yeah, well, now
So,
we fun Nazis.
so yeah, now all the Nazis are in control. So
Yeah, but that ain't nobody.
that's true.
It was
I
the head of
mean,
NASA. It was
I
the
mean
head of
they
the Nazi space program.
and they are in charge of all of the black budget
Yeah.
projects on the like. So yeah,
Was
exactly.
that a psyop then? Was Werner
I
von
don't
Braun
know.
laying the framework for a psyop?
Probably. If not, don't let a good tragedy go to waste, kind of thing.
It's this thing though where the promise gets so big that it starts to seem like, I guess this is what I'm trying to say is like, it can't it can't be these two things. It can't be this thing that if we just vote out the right people, we're gonna win. And it can't
Right.
also be that like they had anti-gravity in the 50s. It's like, which one is it? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's, they are either so far ahead, and are they, there is an ice wall, or there is an Antarctic fucking secret space station, or they are barely hanging on by the skin of their teeth, and they do have to utilize Patriot Front. It's one or the other.
I'm pretty sure they're whatever, black project in the government has some scale of that awesome alien anti-gravity plasma drive 0 point energy kind of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because even if one didn't crash and it was just, a Russian spy something or
Yeah.
other, we've still been exploring. There was still ancient ruins, in the Grand Canyon. I
Yeah.
still don't think the Grand Canyon was carved by a river.
What do you think
Like
made that?
it looks like an electrical discharge. Like when it happens, like,
Uh,
lightning strikes
yeah.
sand or dirt,
Yeah.
the way it kind of
Branches.
extracts everything. Like you have erosion, like, yeah,
Yeah.
and you get mountains and other shit. The Grand Canyon looks like a fucking energy surge out of the sun that might have hit Mars and did a whole bunch of crazy shit.
Okay.
I'm a believer in the electric universe kind of theory,
What is
where
can you explain that? Because I've heard that before without actually knowing what. And I know
right,
most
right.
conspiracy, but this isn't one I'm versed in.
I am not the person to talk about it, but I'm just a guy smoking joints. But basically, it's the whole general relativity kind of thing doesn't really pan out, I guess.
Hmm.
I can't say that. It's just basically what actually charges the universe and what makes everything move and do everything isn't technically mass and matter, like coalescing into a sun and coming hot and becoming nuclear and blowing shit up, but it can't because it's too heavy, so it pulls it in kind of deal.
Hmm.
It's basically like this electrical filaments that move throughout the universe, and you can see it in, the patterns of the galaxies and everything else. It's like that is sort of like the electrical grid. And when planets move in between these sort of grids, they can ignite. Like maybe Jupiter was at one point a star,
Yeah.
and then some bigger gas giant came in to the filament line and it sparked up and then rotated itself out, kind of deal. But who knows?
Kind of Bill Hicks-esque. Today, a young man on acid realized that there's no such thing as matter. It's everything is merely energy condensed to a slow vibration.
Yeah, kind
Ish.
of deal. Yeah,
Okay.
ish.
Ish.
I mean, quantum physics is basically bunk science, supposedly. It's a whole bunch of equations that three people understand.
Isn't it?
So,
It is kind of like it is almost like Doctor Hotez esque.
right, it's
Explain it. I
Marvel.
can't.
It's literally it's like, oh, we get really tiny and then everything can happen.
It does seem like poor writing, doesn't it?
It's yeah,
Like,
it sucks.
like
And it's the reason why science hasn't advanced in fucking 100 years.
it still
Like
takes the same amount of time to travel between LA and New York that it did in like the 50s.
like we're not using the right energies. We're not using the right physics to get to the energy.
So, well, and then like the questions begged, like, is there a breakaway civilization? Like, is there where it's
Yes.
for the breakaway civilization for anyone listening? I guess in the shortest amount, it's like in the most consolidated sentence is it's like in its super advanced program that never declassified. So what do I mean by that? Is like normally as years go by, things become declassified. There is some form of like trickle down advancement where it's like, oh, we found out the government had this in the 80s and they had
Mm,
touch screens in the 90s or some shit. And then we get it 15, 20 years later. And the idea of the breakaway civilization is that they've just never declassified anything. It's like they
mm.
stopped declassifying. Whereas like, after in World War II to when it's over, you get the jet engine and then it slowly that enters like the commercial zone. But this is
Mm.
almost like they never declassified shit. And so there is still advancement going on. It's just the
We
entire
don't get to
thing.
see it.
Yeah, like they
And
stopped
and
trickling
every now
down.
and then when they need like who knows, a whole bunch of bread because they live in Antarctica,
Yeah.
they'll be like, okay, here's microprocessors.
Yeah.
Go make it easier for yourself to make us, our shirts and whatnot.
Yeah. Yeah. And then but so then to me that seems like it's the most realistic thing because I just can't, and I don't remember who said it, but it was just someone said, and I listened to it years ago, and it's
Mm,
always rung with me is like it still takes the same amount of time. Our grandparents, my grandparents were born in the early 30s. My parents were born in the late 50s. Like you can go back and just find like color video of like commercial airliners in the 50s, and it's like nothing's like
and they were better.
Like, okay, yeah. So it's like, are you telling me that like this phone is the
Yeah,
same phone they had? No, 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 no. This is alien shit compared to like the rotary shit they had, right? If I look
right.
at my, I don't have one, like a Tesla compared to whatever the fuck they're driving. How come it's like a point I
Well,
can't move though? Is like, how
well, you
come
gotta
commercial?
understand, Tommy.
Yeah,
Like it, I got to see pre-internet all the way up till now.
yeah.
Like I was born in '86. I'm 37.
Hmm.
So I literally was like conscious and like understood shit. It was like, oh, we got our first computer that's connected to the internet.
Yeah.
Ooh, like, and it was stupid. You didn't do shit on
No.
it. So, but it was fun. There was like a fun 3D kind of like dinosaur kind of program that
Yeah.
ran like, but and then now I'm sitting on a fucking 3/4 inch laptop that fucking does better than all of it.
Stronger than every computer in your high school combined.
Right. I
And
mean,
like
fuck,
this isn't
Oregon.
even special what we're doing.
Like, I can run Oregon Trail on the internet without fucking worrying about what
Yeah.
the hell my computer can do.
Yeah.
So we can, I live in the space age, bro.
Yeah.
Like, the fucking Elon Musk putting satellites all up, fucking thousands at a time, which we know it's all for something or other.
Yeah. Oh no, it's all the I've screamed about that
Hmm.
to a to an unhealthy degree on this podcast about
Yeah.
whatever the fuck that is. But then, all right, let's play devil's advocate then. Are we maybe placing too much power or importance on like how it takes the same amount of time to go between LA and Atlanta? Maybe that's
Um,
not the thing. Like, yeah, it takes the same amount of time, but you can use Chat GPT and tell it to fucking paint you Donald Trump fucking a T-Rex, and you can
mhm,
have it in a second.
right.
So
Well, hey man, you only make the cattle yard that fancy.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, no, that's
yeah,
yeah. Don't
well,
give don't give the little piggies too many toys.
right. Like they're already thinking too much. Damn it. Like they won't get distracted with anything anymore. Like just make life hard now.
Yeah,
So, I mean, that's why they're crashing the economies and doing everything else. So,
it kind of feels like it's getting away from them. Like
like, weren't
even
we exactly like? I mean, we were going into space and then we fucking
it's just so many things don't add up. Like we stopped going to the moon, and now
yeah,
it's like you know now you get Wi-Fi on like a 737 like 40 years later.
yeah.
It's money laundering, right? Something. Remember when you and I were yelling at that guy about the piano liquidators? We're like, how the
Oh
fuck?
yeah, yeah.
And then
No,
were you there when it later
someone.
turned out that he did know it?
No, he totally was there. Yeah.
He was like, yeah, no, he named it. He was like, yeah, it was at College Park, Maryland. I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. But like, it's like it's like that. Like something's not adding up. Like something like it's not balancing out. Like someone has continued to strode and made like massive leaps in something.
Well, I don't know. It feels like their money's not buying enough.
What do you mean?
Like, so they keep on having to drain more and more money out
Yeah,
and pay more and more people off to do more and more shit. I think it's just like the entire structure is built upon bribery.
yeah,
I mean, like a lot of it is blackmail for everything that's going on with it, but it's a whole bunch of people getting paid off and they got to line their own pockets too. So, and it's going to cost them more to actually live how they want to live. So it's a never ending cycle. And you know,
you broke uh, your audio cut out. You hear me? I can't hear you. I don't think it's me. Um, sorry for everybody listening. I don't know what happened. Well, I'll keep talking. It's well, no, actually, I can't keep talking, so I want to talk to Drew Bob about this. So for everybody watching, please give us 1 second. Technical difficulties. Drew Bob's audio cut out. Um, give us 1 second. Please excuse us. This is we are now being loosely. I just heard you for a second.
Hello?
Low. Okay, you're back. Um,
Okay.
um, I'm kind of leaning into this idea more and more. Is that, and it's not nearly as sexy as the idea of like a top-down control system. But I don't think, like, I think the same confusion that like we are watching like Wagner in
Mhm.
Moscow, and we're like, what was that? Like, no one's convinced that like it is what it is. We don't know what it is, but we're all
Yeah.
like, what the fuck was 6.2 billion? They just
Mhm.
drive in a Putin gets on a plane and heads into the mountains where I guess their nuclear bunkers are. And then they come out and Progozhin's like, we're heading back to the front, boys. And everyone's like, hoorah. And it's like, hold the fuck up. Like, who the that's the hot girl who just failed a test and she goes, I'm gonna go talk to the professor, and then she comes out with an A.
Mhm.
And it's like you just sucked them off. Like, what just happened?
Right.
I
So,
I feel like that probably happens at like classified levels too. And then my point is like I don't think anyone has a true grasp on what the fuck is going on, even at the highest levels. I feel like you can probably get close to things where they're like, I think there's a power contingent somewhere in the mountains in the United States, and to the best of my knowledge, there's something over near like Shanghai, but they're like it's not United States, it's not Russia, it's not China, like they're like it's not that, but it's
mhm.
like the equivalent of like bankers. Yeah, like you probably have this like Rothschild contingent. You probably have some like it probably comes pretty close to like there's several bloodlines or something, and you probably have placeholder names for them. I don't know, what they are, but I don't
Yeah.
think it's as clear cut as there are like the. It's like you watch me play like Tarkov. Like you never actually know where anyone is,
Right,
right?
right.
I think
So,
the best you conclude is like, yo, I
mhm.
think there's a guy in that building over there, and I think he's got a silenced rifle. That's about the best as I know, and I'm not gonna
Right.
fuck around and find out because I just
Mhm.
watched some other guy drop dead. I
You're gonna
think it's
find the blind spot and you're gonna fucking just go away.
exactly you're gonna do that. You're not gonna go and try to
Or,
overthrow it. You're gonna go. I'm probably just gonna go find my nut.
right.
So
So maybe you have a whole bunch of old bloodline families that are all popping off trying to get their last borders in, whatever's going on,
yeah,
they can get in their pockets, get their own bunkers built,
yeah,
and then, wait for the aliens to show up.
yeah,
Because I
yeah.
do think they all think that the fucking aliens are just gonna fucking show back up and
You think the ones whoever's running this shit right now, you think that they probably are looking at like past history and they have a hunch. They're like, not the pigs. The pigs, we us idiots don't. They're like we're
mm,
watching Cardi B. Do you think they're
right.
looking at old like Graham Hancock shit and they're like, yeah, no, it's been exactly twenty eight
Oh
thousand
no.
six hundred years. Like something's
They're
coming.
looking at old Vedic scriptures, and they're
Yeah,
fucking understanding that we're, in set the ascending Dwarpa Yuga.
yeah,
We're coming out of the Kali Yuga. We're moving up, out of the central plane of the galactic center, and we're gonna start getting more energy from space, basically,
yeah.
because they're all that shit from the middle of the galaxy isn't going to be blocking us off anymore.
Hmm.
So as we move up, because we kind of go through this,
Yeah, the
that's our 26,000 year cycle as well. That's what basically pulls us is our little going around,
hmm.
maybe. So,
But then even what is that big picture? Like what do they realistically?
so that's where you have, um, like Gobekli Tepe.
Yeah.
They literally are like, shit's gonna get bad. Let's just cover this shit up.
Yeah.
We'll come back for it later. Like they knew shit was going to go bad because we're dropping down into the center, and that's why we've been, you know, in the dark ages for the past 5,000 years, and we're
Yeah.
just coming out of it. Oh, in the last 100, 300 years.
Yeah.
So with the start of, the Industrial Revolution, and everybody started going into it, it was like we started getting more energy from the galactic center.
Mm-hmm.
It's like all that spark of human imagination started coming back.
Mm.
Because prior to that, they tell us humans are, haven't changed in 200,000 years.
Yeah.
Modern human has basically been the same for the
Yeah.
past. And the only difference was we just started, eventually somebody started writing shit down.
Yeah.
But that all just sort of just appeared.
It's like that 4chan meme where it's like modern human has been the same for a quarter million years.
Mhm,
Human civilization's 10,000 years old. What was
mhm.
happening for that previous 100? What happened?
Yeah, right, right. So the breakaway civilization broke away and left everybody to fend for themselves for a couple thousand years,
Hmm.
10,000 years or so, as we descended into. Well, if you read that, well, you probably didn't. The Cliff High article I tagged you in,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. He basically says, um, like 10,900 BC, giant fucking thumb came down in between southern tip of South America and Antarctica, and just sort of gouged out this big fucking line across the earth as the earth rotated.
Yeah.
And that basically turned into a big, it broke the weather system of the planet. And it turned, the poles completely into an ice storm
Hmm.
because there was no then barrier to prevent the winds from blowing. So Atlantis was apparently Antarctica.
Okay.
And supposedly the aliens came down at that point, fucked up the whole planet. It was written in the Vedic scriptures, all the flying shit, laser
Mm-hmm.
beams. We all, and the Earth was flooded and was in catastrophe for a long time until everything settled back down. But the majority of the planet died at that point. And then whoever did that shit came down and was basically, have been mopping shit up and
Mm.
doing their thing. And we get the history that they give us.
So then what's the purpose of all of it? Is it like a quarter million year just culling cycle? Are you basically like they leave with everything? It seems like they fuck it all up. And it's just
Mm,
like you're either you're like either leaving on like some fucking light speed pulse engine craft, or it's like
yeah,
they just collapse every system. And it's just we're not even like writing survives. And we
yeah.
just
Right.
we kind of go back to being just like these dumb beasts, and they so efficiently destroy everything that when we now look back in 10,000 years, we're all legitimately convinced that it started
Mm,
10,000 years ago. And it's like, no, you were so thoroughly ass fucked that you think
yeah.
it started then. It's happened
Mm,
before. We just,
right.
we cleaned your clock so fucking well that
Yeah.
you actually think, like, yeah, we came out of the trees 10,000 years
It
ago.
it took you 13,000 years to get to the point where you are now, and that's only because we dropped a couple alien ships on you
Yeah.
and let you have light wires.
Yeah.
So,
Well, then, so what's the purpose of it? Is it like some form of selection? Do they want to see? So then, just the cream of the crop break? And I'm just kind
mhm.
of thinking this aloud now. I don't fucking know. I mean, the answer is it's we clearly know it's the Jews, right? That's as the thumbnail.
Well,
Of course,
duh,
duh,
duh.
given, given. But like,
Hello.
yeah, it's pretty fucking simple, guys. But So then what is it is it some weird selection thing where it's like what can survive and it's and maybe there's just cycles of breakaway civilizations where it's like you enter the fraternity of the elite, like is
I
it
don't know,
some
man.
weird religious occult shit like
Maybe, yes.
yeah.
No, I mean it. Oh, if you watched Jupiter Ascending, basically the whole plot of that movie is planets are cultivated, and you get to a certain. Basically, you have a whole bunch of the breakaway humans who live for hundreds of thousands of years based off of this technology that comes from other humans.
Mm-hmm.
You have a whole planet basically of cattle that is harvested, and so the select few humans can live forever.
Yeah.
There's reptilians, there's all of it. It's a good movie. It's entertaining just on the plot.
Yeah.
I don't know about the acting, but
Sure.
it's I don't know. I tell it's partly that. I mean, you get all of those, cattle being mutilated and whatever, where they have all of these, certain parts of them cut out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, abdominal fat, kind of organ shit, which is the same sort of thing that, you know, what God in the Bible or God in the Torah wanted, burnt offerings of, certain abdominal fats from the animals.
Mm.
So it's also they can huff their, adrenochrome drugs, I guess. I don't think it's helps them live forever, but yeah.
What do you think about that kind of making its way into the mainstream where you have like Jim Caviezel coming out on
Mm.
Twitter and he's like, yeah, so they get high off adrenaline. Like it's moving from like QAnon E-bombs world boards to like trending Twitter clips now.
Yeah. So
What is that?
first they ignore you, then they
Yeah, and
make fun of
then they
you,
attack you and then they
yeah,
like build statues to you or whatever.
and take your kids to drag shows.
That too. Then
Right?
they
It's
do.
all just the destruction of whatever they can get their hands on. And most people don't fucking want it. It's just
It is the
a
antithesis of
really
all that
loud
is beauty.
minority. Yeah.
Yeah. It is
People
the
going for their ESG score.
Yeah, it really is the antithesis of all beauty and all that is good.
Right.
And then, yeah, I don't know. I don't.
It feels like it goes back to like it just feels like they're attacking everything for the sake of attacking everything because like they're really trying to hit some sort of deadline.
It seems just like some. It's almost like someone or something is being blackmailed, right? And I don't mean that in like the part where it's like, well, yeah, every person of power and person of wealth is blackmailed. I,
Mm.
I get that. No, not. But
Right,
it
right.
almost seems like it's such a ubiquitous attack on all things like pro-human and not just in like humans do cool shit. It's
Well,
like
no,
no nuclear families. It's like photosynthesis itself. They seem to
Tommy,
be
it's only worked for the entirety of human civilization.
yeah.
Why would like it's stupid? Let's get rid of it.
That's what I mean. Is like it doesn't even add up. It's not even like in theory, I'll have to, this will eventually be clipped out of context, so whatever.
Oh,
But in
we can only
theory,
hope.
in theory, I could understand like pedophiles trying to normalize wild shit. In theory, sure. If you're a fucking demon from hell and
Yeah.
you want to fuck kids, you probably start with like pride parades and reading and okay. But across all platforms, it's like no, it doesn't. Like here's a point. Like my brother would always point this out. He'd be like, I don't get. He's like, why like Republicans also have to be pro oil? He's like, the two just don't seem like
Mm,
they should have to go. He's like, they can, but it's very odd. Or it's like conservatives versus Democrat, and I'm for ExxonMobil, and it's like, why? Doesn't that just seem like you're kind of being pulled in there? Like, why do you also
mm,
have to be for that? It's like an odd. It's an odd thing. So like okay, sure, it's like pride, and then it's like, but somehow it all gets looped into where it's also like no nuclear energy and like no more cattle. Like we
Mm,
often make like weird. Doesn't it seem like it's all being tied in, and it like doesn't necessarily have to be?
mm, it just doesn't make sense, man.
No, it
And
it
and like they're literally doing cattle sacrifices in the Netherlands because they're farting.
yeah.
Like, seriously, guys, you're smart. Like, and I
Do,
don't know. Like, the people are just letting them do it.
are we just kind of having the slow realization that like demons in the occult are real? And it's like no
I
one's really saying it because it's like it's the last thing you'd ever want to admit.
I think it's a whole bunch of really deluded people LARPing.
Okay.
I
But
think
like
they want to be demons. They're like, yes, take me demons. And they do all the fucking rituals and they sacrifice the babies and they do their shit. And they're like, haha, now I'm demon possessed. Look how evil I am.
but
Let
they're
me
actually just
go.
like edgelord faggots who just happen to have billions of dollars.
Just fucking LARPers with money.
So they're
And they
not actually
might,
dangerous, but they are. But that's
well,
not
they're
nothing.
Well, no,
That is, yeah,
that's
no,
not
they are. No,
nothing.
I take it back.
Like,
They are dangerous.
that's 100%. They do real shit
Yeah.
because they think it helps their religion or their alien overlords that'll be coming or whatever the fuck is going on in their heads.
Who's Klaus Schwab's handler? Does it just go
uh,
forever? Is there just
turtles all the
always
way
someone?
down.
Yeah, but I mean, is there always someone behind? Like, and I've been saying this about old boy Klaus for the last like 2 years. Is just like the
Hmm.
Wagner thing. I've just pointed. I think since like 2021, I was like, he's not in charge. The fact that we know his name,
Yeah,
he's not in charge.
exactly.
That's not the guy
I
that's
knew
coming
that.
out dressed in leather. Is that's
I,
he got the central casting role.
I knew that shit when I was 20.
Yeah,
Like the president isn't the president. The
yeah.
fucking person in charge is not the person in charge. So fuck, man.
Then can it even be the Rothschilds?
It's
Because we all
probably
know the
not
name.
because we all know the name. There's some family that has more money than fucking ball tits, and it's fucking, and you don't even know about it because it's hidden in a mountain that only three people know about. Like
Yeah,
it's like, and anytime they want, they just well get another forklift. We need to go get a pallet of gold or
yeah,
whatever the fuck they do,
yeah.
and they roll it out and they fucking push it out.
So then what do you think like they're doing at that? As we're just like slowly breaking into low Earth orbit of this podcast, where we're now leaving behind. We're just leaving behind anything. We're just now we're drifting, which is good. What do you think it really is? Do you think it's just so mind melting? Do you think, I mean, like, it's a given that like nations aren't real, right? Anyone with any real power would be like, yeah, no, the United States is just some side project we started a while ago.
Honestly, I think it's a very Star Trekky sort of thing where there's some sort of
Perfected medicine or
pe-
something.
maybe people out there with the prime directive and they're just like they're humans, they're gonna do human shit. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of shitty people in there, but the whole bunch of shitty people are kind of getting figured out by a lot of the regular people. So they're just kind of watching it and letting it all go. It's a
Mm,
prime directive. We can't really come down, on every government leader's lawns and be like, hey, let's fuck around and do shit.
mm,
And the aliens who are in charge, who have been, harvesting humans and doing whatever, because there's gonna be good aliens, or gonna be bad aliens.
yeah,
And most likely our government's made deals with the wrong fucking aliens.
yeah,
And that's why you had abductions and people go missing and ever how many hundreds of thousands of people go missing every single year.
yeah,
So a lot of people just fall off the mountain for sure. If just one of them doesn't, that means it's happening.
yeah. And like, I think it, and like, I'm kind of ashamed that it took me so long to have this realization, but like, it's just like from like the world that we can see, not the one we're suspecting, but just from like what we gunned ahead go, yeah, I like a
Mhm.
B2 spirit, like the CIA. We're like, it seems to be that if I had to guess, we're theorizing this much more advanced thing, but if I had to guess, it'd be like, yeah, it seems like the U.S. military industrial complex apparatus is kind of the top dog from what we can just kind of lay eyes on, right? Just
Right.
and they're not good people, right?
Right.
So, well,
But
then
they
that would stand to reason that the most advanced group of people from what we see is well, then what would be the if any group could go out and go do like interstellar exploration, it would be these demons from hell. So, what makes any of us think that the ones coming here are anything other than the CIA of some other world? They're probably the most evil motherfuckers.
it's fair. But you also have the bureaucrats who are like, yeah, we know it's happening, but if you don't make it fucking public, we can't interfere directly,
Yeah.
kind of thing. I don't, it's a cat and mouse game, which is why, maybe it doesn't happen as often as it used to.
Hmm.
I don't know, man. More people have guns.
Yeah. And then is it something where it's like you can follow it to like I remember seeing this. I was just high as fuck reading this Reddit thread like a decade ago. And somebody was like, you know, what is like the highest, most classified thing? And they're like at the bottom of the pyramid, it's like the president and like the nuclear codes. And
Mm,
it's like, and then it gets up higher and higher to like finally when she gets to the apex, it's like somebody just wrote this like, whatever fictional paragraph. It's like, yeah, you understand that nations are fake and that there's like a couple
mm,
people in the world who are in charge, and we are currently stuck in the middle of an intergalactic war, and we're trying to make peace with both sides, and some of them are kidnapping our people, and other ones we're
mm.
letting them willfully take, and we're just trying to kind of keep like the food and water supply clean in the world. And it's like
Yeah.
that's probably like the most black pilled, like you get to the top and you're like, you're not even trying to control the world. You're like, all right, these aliens want to take half of the people, and these ones only want to take one out of every million. So this is the least worst thing. And I think they're demonic and they're like eating babies, but like
Mm.
they're also letting us have 0 point energy. So maybe that's a trade off. And like you get to the actual top and you're just like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, so my question then is like, is there any point even trying to get to all of that? Like, once you realize all of it is the only thing that makes sense in any rational point, is it like, like there's nothing you can do. There's nothing. I don't mean that in like a
No, 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 Tommy. What do you do before enlightenment?
yeah, chop wood, carry water.
What do you do after
Chop
enlightenment?
wood, carry water. Yeah,
Yes, yes, you know. Now you have the burden of knowledge upon you.
yeah, yeah,
Like, if somebody wants to have a conversation, but there's no way in hell you're going to convince them of anything until they actually care enough to go down the rabbit hole.
yeah. And then even then, you're not actually convincing them. They're
They're
now
just
open to it.
exactly.
So there's nothing to do.
There's nothing to do but keep on chopping wood.
Nothing to do but just keep shooting people in Ready or Not and
Yes.
doing game streams.
Yeah. Tommy's
That
head papas.
Tommy's head papas.
Exactly.
That's the ultimate. That is
And
enlightenment. You might think it's me playing video games. It's actually a
mm-mm,
form of Buddhism.
it's a high-end meditation.
It is. Showing up every day and doing the podcast. It is actually a form of acceptance. Because what do I
And the
actually
fact that
get?
if we're not having fun, then they win.
Yeah, no, that's very like what am I realistically getting at? It's like I had Dr. McCullough on like last December or something, and he was just talking about like I think it was called the P3 program. It was like a DARPA program, something. It's called the Adept program. It was P3, and I don't understand. And he's pointing out, and he's like screen sharing, and he's showing me this like flow chart. How it turns out like these weren't actually Pfizer or Moderna vaccines. These are actually vaccines from the U.S. military, and they were released through these private companies to make it appear as though they're private. And in fact, and it's just in Dr. McCullough's voice, and he goes, so actually, it was a military program to roll these out onto the United States populace. And I don't know why my screen's turning blue. It does that sometimes. But I looked at him, I was like, so it's a military program to put these in the arms of all people. He's like, yeah, yeah. And I was just like, that's such like a profound statement that he just kind of casually dropped. And then it's like, what do you realistically do with that piece of knowledge? Nothing.
Sorry, my microphone's fucking up.
No, you're good.
Okay. Um, I completely lost track of what you were doing.
Then it's McCullough talking about DARPA program, how these are like military, this is like a military like program. And he's like,
Okay.
these aren't actually like, this isn't actually like intellectual property from Pfizer and Moderna. This is actually military technology rolled out under the
Okay,
guise of
gotcha,
it be
gotcha.
he goes, so it's a military program to put these shots into the arms of people to, do something with like the global like genome. And it was
Mm.
just like he just so casual. It'd be like if you're just talking to Dick Cheney and he just casually talked about like, yeah, no, September 10th, we were making sure that, the towers were rigged. And you're like, what did you just say? It was just such this
So yeah,
like,
they're
what do you
playing it
do
out.
with
They're doing
that?
their thing. What do
But
you
he
do
does
with it?
like, no, McCullough just said that. He goes, yeah, it seems like it's a military operation on the United States. And then like we just changed topics and
And then you just skate on by.
what do you do with that?
I don't know, man. That's the rough fucking part. I don't know. Sign a petition. Be like, hey, stop this thing that isn't
Hey,
happening.
hey, hey, DARPA, stop putting
Uh,
gene altering therapies inside the arms of every man, woman, and child.
I did it for 3 years on fucking Facebook. It's why I'm have a restricted account for 2.5 years.
Yeah.
So it's what the fuck am I supposed to do with it?
I don't know, but
I've
you
I've
also
I've, t- I've I've literally told all the people I possibly know as much as I can about it. They do with it what they will.
yeah, and then it starts to feel like it's almost like a weird karma thing where I've often asked myself, I'm like, what am I realistically doing with this podcast? Like I can't stop whatever it is that's going on. But I also feel guilty if I don't do my best to like document it and put it out there. Right?
Hmm.
Like I can't stop the Titanic going down. I should like at least knock on the doors of the hallway I'm on and be like, "Hey, I think this thing's sinking." Yeah, no, you can call me conspiracy theorist. It's fine. I think it's
Right,
sinking. You might. I don't even know if getting a life jacket would help because the water's freezing, and so
right,
you're
right.
probably gonna die. But
It's like what you gonna do? But
but
I
if I
thought
don't
you should
tell
know.
you, I feel
I
like I
thought I
should
should tell
tell
you.
you, right?
Right, right.
If I die and go to heaven and God's like, why didn't you fucking tell the old couple across the hall that the ship was sinking? I'm like,
Right.
well, I didn't think that they could survive. He's like, that's not for you to decide.
I thought they already knew.
Yeah. It's like that's kind of like the best I've gathered with this. Is like, what am
Hmm.
I actually aside from trying to have fun and shoot the shit and
Yeah, yeah.
like so I'll just kind of be sitting here by myself, like in this chair, just
Hmm.
drunk, being like, why am I interviewing all these doctors who are they all kind of dance around it without saying it, that it seems like some weird Malthusian program that we're witnessing. And in my mind, I'm like, what am I realistically going up against? Like
Yeah.
the
It's a
the
big monster, man.
the best I've come to terms with is like it's some weird like karmic release where like I have to at least try, right?
Right.
I don't know how much is gonna really be done, but like I have
Th-
to try.
Yeah, throw a funny meme in every now and then.
Yeah, just toss it out there and just
Sounds be like, yeah. By the way, here's something you may not have thought about in a while
yeah,
or ever,
yeah,
but here
uh,
it is.
yeah. And like I don't really know what to make of it. Like like I'll have on like an author and I'll talk about like, oh, it's a great new book documenting like the Italian campaign of World War II.
Hmm.
And then I'll have on like these doctors who are like, yeah, it seems to be like a military operation funded by people who talk about how the population's a problem. And I'll just be like, what am I? I know I keep kind of coming back to it, but like I just
Right,
don't.
right.
You almost dissociate from it. Like you're just like you can't even say it in polite company. Like, yeah, no, I'm doing this podcast and trying to have fun, and you can subscribe to the locals. I also think that like a bunch of like descendants of Nazis are trying to depopulate the world. And I think they're like
Right.
these weird transhuman occultists who are also fucking kids. And I'm trying to stop it, but I'm
By the
also just
way,
trying to
how's the
like,
weather?
yeah, but I'm also just trying to like interview people about like how much does a private plane cost? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know
So,
what to do with it, what to make of it. Where do
well,
you go
Tommy,
with it?
you just wanted to have a podcast and talk to cool people and
It's
have a
really
good
all I
time.
wanted, man.
You just wanted to chill the fuck out. And it turns out that Dr. Malone and Dr. McCullough get a lot of views.
It was never supposed to be this. Dude, it was never supposed to be anything remotely like this. I don't know what to do with it. I don't know where to go with it.
Keep carrying that water.
Yeah, I don't know, man. If you
Have some
can't
more
tell,
fun.
I'm clearly
You're a
using
little
this as
black. We're
what
we're a little black pill right now.
little black pilled, but you need to take a little bit of you need to take a little black pill every once in a while.
Oh yeah,
It's you got to build an immunity to it.
it's required.
You can't just say don't be black pilled. You got to know,
You have
right?
to know what it is.
You have to know what you do have to get some immunity. You can't just stranger danger means you have to know what strangers to stay away from. You gotta if you see a Peter Hotez looking motherfucker, you gotta be like, that's a pedophile,
And
right?
maybe I should worry about. Yeah, I need health advice from that guy.
Yeah. Yeah, that fucking pudgy fucking Peter Hotez. Did you see Lex Friedman blocked me on Twitter?
I saw that. I'm so proud of you.
I've never talked to him in my life.
Who is Lex Friedman, by the way?
He's got
I
like
mean,
a
I wish you could show me his Twitter profile, but
I could, but I can't. No, he's this like guy who I think he's like my age. He's been on Rogan.
Mm,
He's interviewed like Elon Musk several times. I think he's interviewed like Mark Zuckerberg. Like I think he's like a little older than me, and he's got this huge following, and apparently he's like a really smart guy. And I've watched some of his interview. I like some of his. I've never been like a huge fan of him, but like I
mm.
do like him. I respect his interviews are they're the exact opposite of mine. They're very well thought out. They're like edited and there's no like wandering conversation like we have. He has topics for the entire 3 hour interview. And like I respect, I guess, work ethic or whatever.
Mm.
But I've always kind of had some hesitation with him because he wears the same suit every single forever. For like I've never seen a picture of him not in a different and when I see a uniform or like a costume,
Hmm.
something I'm like, oh, you're putting on a
Yeah,
performance.
this is a thing for you.
You're putting a jersey on,
Right.
right? But that all being said, why did he block me? I've never, I've never, I
Like,
couldn't talk. He's too big.
right.
I've never
I
gotten
know.
anywhere near him.
Tommy, you're so huge. Look at you.
But he blocked me.
People you don't even know blocked you.
Why did he block me? I don't.
I don't know.
I mean, if he's trying to get in my head, he succeeded.
Yeah, but what does it prove?
I don't know. But him blocking me would be like if Joe Rogan blocked me. I wouldn't even be angry. I'm just like, how did he notice me? What
Like,
happened?
what did Tommy do?
Yeah, but I got blocked by Lex Friedman. I don't
Mm,
I don't know.
It's kind of hilarious.
No, it is fucking hilarious. I don't know what I did, man.
Want me to message him for you?
Do what?
I'll message him for you.
You message him, just be like, hey, fucker.
Like, yo, answer the hard question.
Yeah, answer the hard question. Yeah, yeah. So for people that don't know what that's from, is answer the hard question. There's a rather unhinged group of people who stalk me, and well, they don't stalk me. They stalk Dr. Malone, and they think Dr. Malone is they think he is responsible for everything. Um,
Yeah,
which you're allowed to think. I don't. Dr. Malone doesn't. He's an adult. He doesn't need me to defend him. This isn't some like
opinions are awesome, man.
yeah, but this isn't some like dick riding. Like I'm defend. Like I don't care, right? But
Right.
there's like a weird group of people that I almost do feel for because they seem to draw connections and see patterns that I don't think actually exist, right?
Mm.
And hey, man, I'm all for fucking turnover every. I mean, clearly with this podcast, I like doing it, but like when people start getting into talks of like where was Dr. Malone on 9/11, I'm like, what do you? What I mean, where are we actually going with this?
Yeah.
And which again is all fine with. You're allowed to be, unhinged. But then it bleeds into my podcast
Right.
to where people come on whenever I interview Dr. Malone and they're like, they'll be like, Tommy's a lapdog for Dr. Malone. He refused to ask the hard questions,
Well,
which
no,
is,
you're a CIA shill, Tommy.
yes, but given, and I am, right? Which is, but still, it's like there's this thing where people are like, so I've started to kind of turn that on people now where I'll just say, like, how come you're not asking the hard questions? And that's kind of, I guess, part of like the
Mm.
genesis of this episode as well. Is just like,
Mm.
they're like, you think the Earth's a globe, and I'm like, you and I both know it's flat. You don't have the balls to bring up the Jewish question, right?
Got to get down to the Jewish question,
The
Tommy.
JQ, and I don't know. Like, I don't know what to do with any of it. If you can't tell,
Oh,
I'm slowly like,
just
I'm like,
losing all touch.
I'm losing all touch with like I don't know what this podcast is anymore. I have no idea what it is. On like one hand, I'm like I'm trying to document this weird like depopulation program that I think's going on, and then I also just want to talk about how does an engine work, and then I'm
Mm.
also like trying to fight back against people that think Dr. Malone brought down Flight 93.
Like, okay, you
Like,
got extremes, man.
like I don't know what to do with it, Drew Bob.
Just keep flailing in the dark
Keep
and see
like
what
say flailing in the dark.
flailing in the dark. See what happens.
That's probably the best piece of advice. What, Tommy? What do you think you should keep doing this podcast? Flailing in the dark. Just scream,
Scream into the void
swing your arms, and just
and see what the fuck shouts back.
oh god. I don't know what to do, Drew Bob. I have no idea what to do, man. I don't know what to do with this podcast. I don't this spot. I mean, if you can't tell, I'm just using you as therapy now. But
Oh
like,
no, it's fun. Enjoy.
yeah, I don't know what to do with this goddamn podcast. I don't know where it's going. There's nothing is predictable about it. I can't reliably say, well, I think this is going to happen, and I think it's shifting into this territory. I have no idea how it's going to work. I don't know what to do with it, and it seems to be more and more so losing any any track on any sort of rational path that I ever thought it would go on.
Then you're doing it right. That's called being in the flow, Tommy.
Yeah, I don't know because I think the flow implies that like you're feeling it. I think the flow is like what artists feel. Like,
No, that's like when you're like, playing an instrument and you do something creative and you're not thinking about it and you're just kind of
That's like a positive thing. That's what I mean, though. It's like Michael
yeah.
Jordan enters the flow. Tom
Well,
Brady
guess
enters the
what?
flow.
Okay, yeah, it happens, but that's
I
really
don't think
fucking
I'm,
hard to get to that point.
but I don't think I'm in the flow. I think I am in like,
So other people just practice.
I think I'm in like some scared, weird fever dream kind of. You know, when you're falling asleep and you jump,
Mhm.
that ever happen to you?
Yeah, every now and then.
Yeah. That's every day of this podcast. That feeling of sudden like trying to like understand.
Mm.
Oh, I'm in bed. I'm going to sleep. Okay, today's Sunday. Okay, yeah, we're going back to. That's every day of this show. Every once in a while, there's like a normal episode where I have Dale on and he tells me about shooting people in the face, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
and Dr. Malone's talking about whatever, inventing DARPA tech when he was like 15 or whatever the fuck. Most days of this show is just like curled up in a ball, terrified.
Just massive anxiety. How is it all
Near, I mean, near panicking on the
gonna
regular.
go? How healthy is that for you, Tommy?
I don't think it is, man.
I think you need to smoke more weed.
I think I do too. I think I need to start doing a lot of drugs.
Not a lot of drugs, Tommy. Just smoke more weed.
No, I probably do.
Like you do enough caffeine where when you need to wake up, you can fucking go to town,
Yeah,
fucking rock it out. The weed is just gonna be like, you just need a nice indica. This is a body chill.
just
Get your body
relax.
relaxed after a workout. Get get a little bit to the white pill after the black
Yeah,
pill. You know,
yeah.
because that's honestly what can you do?
I think I
Because
naturally go towards the white pill.
yeah,
Like I don't actually I don't have to like focus on not being black pilled. My
right.
default is I don't even care if it's real or if it's rational.
Mm.
I
Hey
just
man, placebo's a hell of a drug.
no, exactly. Yeah, no. I'm on the Titanic and I'm going, no, I think it is sinking, but it'll probably be okay. What are you basing that on? I don't know.
Hmm.
Just whatever. What they're like, the water's freezing. I'm like, yeah, it might be. It might be
Yeah,
warm. They're like, I don't think it is. I'm like, it might be. Like,
could be.
that's the I have to deal in that hope because I would have killed myself a long, long time ago if I couldn't.
Yeah, come to terms with that shit.
Yeah. I don't
I
know,
mean, we're
man.
already okay with it. We're just building the muscle. Every time we revisit, that's the meditation. You go through it and be like, yeah, okay, yeah, that. Got it. Dammy's and papas.
Dammy's at Bappas. But do you think that there's something to that, to just kind of revisiting the white pill and like not even using necessarily logic or rationale, but just kind of going, yeah, it'll probably be better.
Yeah, that's faith. That's the
Yeah.
human spirit right there, man.
Just
It's
like,
the fact that there's enough nodes in the fucking human mind. We're eventually got to get it right.
yeah.
We're too good at trying a whole bunch of shit, but we'll eventually fucking figure it out.
See, here's where I think I'm trying to get at. I don't think I even know where I want this show to go anymore. Like, I don't mind the anxiety and the terror. It's scary, but at the same time, I also kind of thrive in it.
No.
It's I don't even know what I want from it anymore. I can't even I don't want to stop doing it. It's the most fun I've ever had in my life. But like more and more it just seems like I show up every day and there's less of like a it's less of like a task where it's like I'm gonna show up with the vacuum today and I'm gonna vacuum that room and then that room will be vacuumed. Because that's like an order of operations with like a
Mm.
visible, tangible goal that you can do and you can write down. Like every day I feel like I'm showing up and I'm scratching off lotto tickets. and like sometimes it works. And like I don't even know what I'm trying to win. It's like some weird fever dream. Does that make sense?
You're chasing the dragon.
Maybe.
Like you don't know what you're not flailing in the dark. You're enjoying what you're doing. You're
Yeah.
talking to a lot of interesting people. You're having a great time doing it.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. It sucks that it doesn't have a core set of values. I don't know. This is Tommy's world.
Yeah.
Like you're just fucking. That's I enjoy your podcast because it is Tommy's world. You're just
Thank you.
like you're going off on tangents. It's a lot like my mind is. I fucking go and I research what's interesting to me. Anything that's not interesting to me, I just fucking
Yeah.
don't give a fuck about.
Yeah.
Fine. It exists. It's there.
Yeah. That's really
Like
it.
following your passion is the best thing you could do for yourself. My passion has been sitting on my ass for a long time. That's great. Eventually I'll get up and I'll build my bus and I'll be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Till then, I'm just stacking up a whole bunch of shit to put in it.
Do you think we should kill Hunter?
Totally.
Yeah, I think we should kill and rape him.
It's all in the plan. Just
It's
got to get
always
that bus built.
yeah, and then we're fucking coming for you, Hunter.
Gonna happen, Hunter.
But even now, like these veiled threats to Hunter. Hunter's like, what the fuck?
What?
It's good.
I'm gonna knock on my door. It's the FBI. God damn it.
Yeah, it was fucking Hunter was FBI the whole time.
Oh, we knew it.
But even now, like I never see how the show's gonna grow. And then what happens is I look back in the previous 6 months. At any given point, I always just look back 6 months. And I don't know how it grew, but it grew. Right. And so like the perfect example is like the gaming stream. 6 months ago, the gaming stream didn't exist.
Right.
Like the whole weird kind of community and the memes and everything that wasn't here in June or in December 2022. It didn't exist. It's not that it was not quite there. It was not.
Yeah.
It just wasn't.
Hey,
There
man,
was
I just showed up 3 months ago.
yeah, but that's what I mean. And then like I do it repetitively to the point where it seems like it's an accepted given thing.
Right.
So I guess my question is like I have to have faith then because like what does the next 6 months hold? You know,
Right. Who
what
fucking knows, man?
what am I looking at in December of this year?
That sounds fucking exciting.
It is. But I'm never convinced it's actually going to work, but every 6 months it works.
Surprise.
I don't know, man. It's shit's fucking terrifying
I don't know. I think you enjoy the anxiety probably
on
to an
some like
extent.
weird deep level.
Some sort of just deep level. You just crave that fucking tension in your heart. You're like,
It's so
if I don't
fucked
feel
up.
it, I'm fucking alive.
If I don't fucking if I don't feel the pain in the base of my skull, then I don't have a fucking pulse.
It's like, no, sir. You just need to relax your neck.
Yeah. Mr. Carrigan, please put your pants back on. I don't know. I don't know, Drew Bob.
Hey,
Maybe
man. Welcome to the human club.
I know. And I know I'm just berating you as a therapist right now, but like
It's all right. I'm high.
it kind of feels like, you know, when you're walking, like don't focus on walking because all of a sudden you're gonna
Otherwise, you're gonna walk really fucking weird.
really weird and people are
You're
gonna
like, wow.
you're
I
like,
didn't
what?
notice I have a limp. What's going on?
Yeah. When you start walking and it's like don't focus on walking, or when you're on a plane and you're like, don't focus on that you're in a plane. Like that's kind of what the podcast feels like is whenever I start to realize like I'm in front of a camera or something, like interviewing someone
Oh
who's
no.
like you start going like, What the fuck is? I think it's so much better to just be lost in this like blur of being behind
That's the
schedule.
lights and me trying to get out of my zone.
Yeah.
I get it.
I don't know, man.
Well, it's the more you think about it, the more you're not in.
In it.
And in it is just the flow. And it's not going to be the same as some guy who's painting or playing a guitar because you're fucking talking to people and you're in a conversational flow. It's a
Yeah.
different sort of thing. So, regardless of how much you don't think it, you're very much an artist.
Do you think it's just, I guess, not truly just not just purely ego stroking? Do you think this show's gonna succeed? I
Fuck,
think
I'm enjoying it.
I feel like I'm maybe getting a
I
contact high
mean, it's
from
not,
you
I'm just
though.
not just, I am really fucking high.
Yeah.
Um, but I don't know. I think you care about what you're doing. It shows. And I'm not trying to ego stroke because I really don't continue to watch people I don't enjoy. I'm a connoisseur of my YouTubers and Rumble podcasts. I'm subscribed to a whole bunch of shit, but the ones I actually watch every single day, fuck man, it's only a couple.
Hmm. I don't know. It's this weird like middle ground of like humility and ego. Like
Mhm.
on one hand, you have to like never applaud yourself. Just like work harder. Don't rest on
Oh, fuck
anything.
that. Applaud yourself. Fuck man. You got 17,500 followers. It's not a bad dig.
No. But I guess what I mean is like when I see some like huge channel, I find it is helpful to like don't put them on a pedestal. Instead, look at it like, what do they really have that I don't have? Like that's what I try to look at now more in terms of just like keeping myself going. Is like you have to stay hungry, you have to stay humble, and all that good stuff. But I find
Keep
that,
improving.
but I also think it's not necessarily healthy to look at some giant channel and be like, oh, they're untouchable. I can never be that. I think I have to look at it and be like, what one on one? Like, what do they really have? Like, what do they talk
Hmm.
better than me? Are like, what do they have? And I don't mean that in like a cocky sense. I mean that in like a don't place them on a pedestal. It's like, no, I can do that.
Oh, show up and do the work. You're there. If there's something to be gleaned from it, why not get it from it?
Hmm. No, I don't know. Now, whereas Drew Bob is high, I was telling Drew Bob beforehand. I took like this Benadryl on steroids last night, and it's kind of giving me a hangover and a half. So if anybody's listening and think I'm slower than normally, I absolutely am. Um,
I'm sure I'm not helping.
no, no, you're fine. I have my brain feels like it's underwater today. Um, yeah, I don't know. I was just thinking about it today, like meditating. Like I don't even know where I want this to go. I don't even. I don't know. Whenever I have these days,
Well, I mean, what's the end point of a podcast? Like, are you gonna like, aha, I did it. Now I
yeah,
can go golfing.
yeah, yeah. I don't know. I think in like the most realist terms, it'd probably be like financial security. Like I have like a
It's
little
all anybody
apartment.
really wants. Shit.
Yeah. I don't even want like a fucking mansion or some shit. Like I don't know, I think knowing that I could just pay my rent for a couple of years then would that even do it? Like, would I get that and then still not feel anything?
Well, then what do you do for the next 2? You gotta make enough for the next 3 years, 4 years, and 5 years.
Yeah, and
Like it's a sustaining. It becomes a business in the
yeah,
sense that it makes you money, but I mean, you said yourself, it's part work, mostly fun.
yeah. Fuck. I don't know, Drew Bob. I think I honestly might just kind of be a little hungover from that Benadryl.
Oh,
I think that might be like half of
bask
what
in
I'm
it.
feeling.
Yeah,
Bask in it.
bask in it.
Yeah. Probably not a bad thing. It's probably not a bad thing for something to slow me down a little bit,
Just fucking slow the fuck down for a second, Tommy.
even just for like an evening.
Even an evening. Hop on the gaming stream. Let's try teardown again. No.
Well, I don't know. We already climbed the
We
highest
kind
heights of
of
teardown.
destroyed teardown. We ran
Teardown
through that.
was no one's ever won teardown, but I think I won it.
You you
I think I
created a
beat it.
goal. You
I think
did
I
beat, like, if you destroy everything, there's like technically nothing else to do.
yeah.
And it is called teardown.
I
Tear
did
it
win
down.
teardown.
You tore it down to a
I tore
molecular
it
level.
down. I tore it down.
You tore it down. So Tommy wins on one of the biggest levels at a scale, but still.
That might just be it. I might just hop on the gaming stream.
Yeah, fucking chill. Have a good time.
So let's do that. Drew Bob, let's wrap this bitch up.
Right on. Let's fucking do it. I gotta go to work,
Oh
but
no. Quit your job, Drew Bob. It's not real.
not real. What time is it? 12. Oh, I don't have to go to work for 3 hours, so
Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll hop on the gaming stream early.
yeah,
This would be like the earliest stream ever.
fucking do it.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. You convinced me. I'm gonna do it. Drew
Right on,
Bob,
brother.
thank you for coming on here. We'll absolutely do another one. I'm sorry that I'm like half brain dead.
It's all right. I
But
joined in on the fun.
it
I
was
smoked too many joints.
no, you smoked
It
just
was all for Monmar.
you Monmar, you dirty Australian pig, wherever you are. I don't know why I said wherever you are. You're in Australia. I know exactly where
We
you are.
know exactly where she is.
We literally know exactly where you are. I have a fucking tracking ID on her. Um, Drew Bob, let's wrap this bitch up. I am gonna hop on the gaming stream. Um, yeah, man. Thanks for doing this, Drew Bob. I think I did
Oh,
catch a contact high from you.
I'm glad.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
here to help you, Tommy.
Thank you, Colonel Drew Bob. And guys,
Colonel PhD.
Colonel Drew Bob, PhD. Please don't shy away from the JQ, guys.
Understand.
Ask the tough questions. Ask the hard questions. Mr. Drew Bob, thank you, sir.